Solana's Sol coin has been absolutely pumping off the back of an altcoin and Bitcoin boom. So today we're going to take another look at it and perform some technical analysis and make some predictions on where we can expect to see Sol go in the near future. Let's get into it. How's it going, guys? Ryan here and welcome back to another crypto video. We are once again taking a look at Sol, which sits on Solana's blockchain, and I'm very excited to share with you today's analysis because we hit the nail on the head to the point of within 24 hours of the last video we made. We said it was going to break out and it broke out straight after that video. So I'm very excited to show you the results of that. But before we get into all that good stuff, guys, please remember to leave a thumbs up if you do enjoy today's video. And of course, if you want to see more of this sort of content, please hit subscribe and turn on those bell notifications. We cover crypto, investing, stocks, and wealth management. And of course, I'd love to know your thoughts down in the comments section below. But without any further ado, let's jump straight into today's analysis. Welcome into the Sol chart, guys. If you want some Sol or some free Bitcoin, there are a couple of links down in the description of today's video. But let's take a look. Sol is currently sitting at 203.97, which is absolutely insane. We predicted the breakout to the 24-hour period that it occurred in. Let me just draw up the line that we had in place. So as you can see, we had this top end right here penged, and then you can see as we came down we had our triangle forming. So I'll just draw the bottom end of that as well, just so you can get an idea of exactly what that looked like. It was literally just down here, as you can see, and we broke out within the space of, a few more days from that point. It was absolutely insane. Let's just draw that line down just for a bit of an extension. We saw things were getting tight, very, very tight, and we broke out right about here, 14th, 15th of October. So ecstatic to see that, to say the least. Now, we've obviously kept going from that point, and this is largely due to the fact that the overall crypto market is booming right now. Bitcoin's just recently hit all-time highs. I believe Ethereum did as well, either today or yesterday. And other altcoins are pumping off the back of this. Solana, Luna, all those great coins at the moment. So where do we stand now? Well, this basically is irrelevant, those lines now. We have to re-establish our key areas of support and resistance. Now, given the fact that what we are seeing at the moment is basically just straight up in this sort of a sense, we really need to put in place horizontal patterns. Now, you can see based on where we're sitting now, the only top point that we are at is the all-time highs here at 216. So we can pretty convincingly put in that point as our target immediately. That is the target for today's video. Crack those all-time highs. There is nothing standing in the way of us doing that now. So that is great. Support-wise, where are we sitting from that perspective? Well, we have some pretty strong support points. Probably I'd suggest coming in at about 194. You can see across here in the past, we have had plenty of price action at this point, and currently we've seen a couple more areas of price action here as well, of course, over the past couple of days. So that's really good. Absolute worst case scenario, let's say we did drop through that key support point, we're probably coming back down to here at about 175 or so. I don't think that's going to happen because the overall market at the moment is absolutely booming. So overall, we're going to be looking very, very good. Now, interestingly enough, you could almost say there is a big cup forming right now. So you can see a big cup sort of forming. So if we hit this all-time high again, it doesn't break through, and we start to see a bit of consolidation, a handle will effectively form. Now, that is obviously to be seen. For all we know, it might just hit that point and then it just skyrockets from there. That's best case scenario, but if not, we'll see this sort of consolidation occur. Regardless, I think it is going to be a fantastic couple of months for this coin overall. Just looking at that chart, absolutely insane performance overall. Something else to notice as well, this is off the back of some decent buying action, that has occurred. You can see 20th of October, 21st of October, and 22nd of October. It's all been relatively decent green days. We haven't seen massive green days like we did in the past, but it's worth noting that the volume has been decreasing, and this is probably the biggest spike that it's seen in recent times. So overall, looking good from a volume point of view as well. From, I suppose, a channel perspective, you could almost say that potentially we have a bit of a channel forming like this, but it is a bit of a stretch given the fact that we're only doing this over 3 candles. I don't think really it's going to be that relevant unless you're looking at the hourly potentially, as you can see, and bouncing all the way up from that point. But we're using the daily chart in this instance, but overall we could potentially say we are seeing this increase. In fact, actually, while we're just looking at the daily chart, just for everyone's own reference, let's zoom in a bit here. We've got a bit of a flag pattern that's actually formed. Bang, up there, you can see the pole has formed. Let me just bring that to the front so we can actually see that line. And then what we've got is a typical flag pattern that is formed, the top baseline there, and obviously we are seeing higher lows as well. It's consolidating. It's looking like it's primed once again on the hourly chart to break in an upwards direction, ready to test the all-time highs once again. Very, very exciting at this point in time. But let's just get rid of all this stuff here, and we'll go back now to the daily chart, and basically let's bring in a few more indicators in order to help us make some more educated decisions. So first and foremost, you guys know I love to use my moving averages. I'll use my short-term 20-day moving average to get a gist of the general price direction short term. I'll bring in as well the 50-day moving average in red for our medium term, and of course it's just interesting to see, but although I think quite irrelevant at the moment, the 200-day. So the 200-day sitting all the way down here at 70.33, miles away from the current price. What is interesting is that the 20-day and the 50-day are quite close, and if you recall my last video, I was concerned that potentially the 20-day was going to cross below the 50-day. And that was because, we were still consolidating. I basically said unless we break out, and fortunately we did, we would see a death cross occur of the 20-day crossing below the 50-day moving average. But now they're looking relatively good, obviously as a result of the price action that has occurred over the past week or so. And the 20-day and 50-day are both moving in an upwards manner. The 20-day should start moving a bit quicker than the 50-day very shortly, but they are only $4 apart. 20-day at 161 and the 50-day at 157. So overall, looking relatively good from that perspective. Let's bring in the MACD now as well. Moving average, convergence, divergence. You can see the 12-day EMA is just crossed above the 26-day EMA, and it looks like, based on what we're seeing here, we are in for a hell of a ride. We're down quite low at the moment compared to where we were after our most recent run, and look how long that went on for. If we saw a repeat of this coin could be above $500 in my opinion. That is certainly a possibility that we could see within the next few months, pending that the crypto market keeps pumping the way it is. And going into Christmas, I expect that certainly will be the case. So very, very exciting times for all holders of this coin. So love to see it on the MACD. Now, of course, let's bring in the RSI as well. Always interesting to see what the strength is. We are now in the overbought territory, 72, but this coin doesn't really care. Look how long we were in the overbought territory in our last pump. It was from about 70 over here on the 14th of August, all the way back to where it crossed back below it on the 13th, 14th of September, sorry. That's a very, very long period of time. So I wouldn't be too concerned about the RSI at this point in time. Just focus on the things that are about to occur. It looks like on the hourly, obviously, that flag pattern was occurring here. We are definitely going to test our all-time highs now. Whether or not we bust through them, that's best case scenario, or go below them, we're going to consolidate into, that cup and handle pattern. It is looking bullish either way. I really can't see a negative scenario for this coin at this point in time. And full disclosure, this is a coin I don't hold, and I really wish I did because it is performing extremely well. So congratulations to all holders. Look at the run you guys have had. That is absolutely phenomenal. Imagine if you got in this coin last year, you know, the dollar. You're talking, oh geez, 200 times and potentially even more now. That is a lot of millionaires made, I would expect. But big congrats. Our target's the all-time highs. Then it's blue sky from there. I'd suggest let's aim high. Let's aim for $250 per SOL. What do you think could happen to SOL in the next few months? Could it hit that $250 mark? Will it be less than a month? Will it be a couple of months? Will it hit it at all? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments section below. But I certainly do believe it is going to test those new all-time highs once again. So very, very exciting time for SOL holders. And of course, if you did enjoy today's video, please remember to leave a like. And if you want to see more of this sort of content, hit subscribe and turn on those bell notifications. We cover crypto, stocks, investing, and wealth management. But I'm going to leave it there for today, guys. I hope you have an awesome day. I'll see you next time. Cheers.